Alrighty. Battle City action, and Kaiba is going up against Lumis and Umbra, so Kaiba didn't want Yugioh's help. Could he have done it on his own? We are about to find out. My first guess is probably Lumis and Umbra's deck isn't actually that good unless they draw all of their best cards straight away. Now, the Paradox Brothers and Pegasus finalized their Duelist Kingdom season. And it was a bit of a bittersweet moment for one fan on the channel as well, Joe. He'll probably do one more rhyme to close out the season, as Kaiba has drawn a okay hand. He can use the effect of Thunder Dragon to get 2 more. If he draws a Polymerization, the legendary one itself will come to the field of Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon. And this is a Battle City duel. I'm going to go through some comments of I'm just going to the top and just scrolling down for there's a few new names in here as well. Alright, let's start off with Sheldon Reynolds, or is that Reynolds? Sheldon Reynolds, 5405. Loving the classic duels, keep up the great commentary. Thank you. As for classic PS1 games, my favorites, definitely Rayman. It was hard as hell platformer, but I loved it as a kid. I have heard of that game, Rayman. That's a little rabbit character, isn't it? I remember seeing that game as a kid. I never played it, but I do remember hearing that it was an exceptionally difficult game. Thomas Baird, 1299. It's duels like this is why I fell in love with the game in the first place. That was for the Bandit Keith and Kaiba match. That Bandit Keith and Kaiba match was actually really good. Oh, Mask of Weakness takes down Lajin, the mystical genie, dropping it down by 700 points. Melchid, the four-faced beast, gets a win. Kitagawa Senpai says, when I say Chaz, you reply with it up. And then Chaz with an exclamation mark. I'm going to reply to that right now. Chaz, it up. It's actually very difficult to hold a microphone and text on a phone at the same time. Getting there. There we go. There we go. Chaz, and I replied it up. Okay. I wish YouTube just left the comments layout the way it was before. It was so much easier to get through. They recently updated the app and now it's all different. The Awesome 1989, that's a name I haven't heard for a while. Hope you're doing well. If you like that, you should hear Yu-Gi-Oh! 5th intro. Best Yu-Gi-Oh! Intro, the 5th intro. I don't know which one that is. Is that the 5th arc intro or just the 5th intro in general? So there was Duelist Kingdom, then there was the Battle City one, which was a bit different. Then GX, maybe, I think. Or is it the 5th one on the original Yu-Gi-Oh! So I'm not sure which one you mean by 5th intro. I don't know if you mean 5th arc or just the 5th one in line. But I'll have to try and find that, and that could actually be a fun video. Best Yu-Gi-Oh! Intro. Mask of Brutality, 2,500 now for Grand Tiki Elder. Dead's Feral Limp was destroyed. I think that took Melchid with it. And Mask of Darkness is flipped up, so that'll get back that Mask of Weakness. Green 19862. How poetic would it have been to see Bakura draw Destiny board on that second match? Yeah, for Strings and Bakura, it would have been great to see Bakura. Would have been great to see Bakura draw Destiny board. He did have it, but he did have it in one of the matches, but he didn't get out in time. All right, Shining Abyss in for an attack, and Kaiba is getting absolutely hammered. He is getting absolutely hammered. Green 19862. That's also a new name as well. I don't think I've seen your name before as well. There's a turn change. Oh, and would you believe it? Kaiba has drawn Crush card. He's also got Sagi the Dark Clown. Here's another comment as well. This is from Chaz and Bones. Sports fan 91222. That first match was actually amazing. Was pulling for Zombie Boy to pull it off so Chaz could have the requisite loss of confidence arc before coming back to win. And Aaron van der Venter, fun fact, one of Bakura's only wins in the show against Bones should have lost. The plot had Bones playing his cards in the worst way possible, and Bakura would have had no response. Yeah, that is anime for you. Okay, is Kaiba lost? He's just finished his crush card effect. He got rid of a few cards out of Lumis and Umbra's hand, but Kaiba's got nothing else to play. If Lumis and Umbra have drawn a monster, which looks like Kaiba might get another chance here, but he's going to be done on the next turn unless he draws something. Oh, and look at that. It's a Blue Eyes White Dragon. Well, amazingly, Lumis and Umbra have actually picked up a win against Kaiba. I was not expecting that at all, but this is Yu-Gi-Oh! Anything can happen. And when the attack finally launches, there must be a prompt or something somewhere, but Kaiba's life points have hit 0. And amazingly, Lumis and Umbra have taken the first win. Kaiba's going to have to win 2 in a row from here. Which against Lumis and Umbra you think shouldn't be too much of an ask for Kaiba, but that Mask of Weakness really did the difference for La Jin. If La Jin was able to stay on the field and attack for a bit, it would have been a different story. Alright, Kaiba wins rock, paper, scissors. And I'm going to scroll down, I'm going to do name shoutouts as well, because there is a lot of comments. I will admit, I too now, I am struggling to keep up with all the comments that I am getting. There's... What's... Oh, was that an error? Oh, okay, perspective switch. Never mind that. So we went from Kaiba's perspective in the first game. We'll flip over to Lumis and Umbra. Just a misclick of dual setup. Alright, as that enters, time for a drink. There we go. Lumis and Umbra. This is a shame as well, because Kaiba actually had a pretty good starting hand in that one too. Lumis and Umbra, on the other hand, do not. It's not a great starting hand. They do have reload. They're only going to get... They've only got Jiaogan. They really need a good monster. I mean, Mask of Brutality is good. And, oh boy. Lumis and Umbra have not started off well. Okay, I'm going to scroll down and just shout out names. Sheldon Reynolds, 5405. Thomas Baird, 1299. The Awesome 1989, thanks for commenting. Kotomi, 758, another long-time commenter. Keesus, 7586. I've seen your name pop up quite a lot as well. Green, 19862. Sportsfan, 91222. Aaron van der Venter. Card Player, 21. SCH, 292. Again, another long-time commenter. That's a new one. Patrick CN9OT. I don't know if that's meant to be said for C9 not. I don't know. But anyway, Patrick, thank you for commenting. Joe Lowe's 7893 as well. Donkey's Rumps. That's a hilarious username. Mr. Broski 15. That's a newer name as well. Callum Campbell 4746. Amamiya Casual, another long-time fan. That's one of my original OGs as well. Same with Joe Lowe's as well. Pokemaker 6729. Brian Dixon 9140. TS Cheeks. Octavio Hirschberg 5280. Crystal Pera 6541. Sonofmar. Kit Sun Golem 1925. Kitagawa Senpai, Moon Wolfie. More Buffer Vision. Stealthbot 8447, and from that it's over a week ago. That's some of the names that have popped up in the comments. Sorry if I do miss anyone. YouTube's filtering has changed a lot, so if I respond to any comments, I won't see them as I'm scrolling down as well. That's why I've been a bit more reluctant in responding to comments in written form. Otherwise, because if I do respond to them, I might miss them as I scroll through like that. Because now you have to filter between I haven't responded and I responded comments, which actually makes it difficult. But anyway, Lumis and Umbra have quite possibly drawn the worst possible starting hand they could have got, and Kaiba, not even he's got that X-Head cannon, which is an 1800, but Kaiba is just doing this easy with his Duelist Kingdom boys in Grappler and Mystic Horseman. You know, we still have not seen Rabid Horseman. I don't think we ever saw Rabid Horseman get fused in the entire Duelist Kingdom season. And oh, Z Metal Tank, have a look at that. I mean, the Lumis and Umbra could have played that Mask of Brutality, but it would have done very little. Could have got rid of one of the attacking monsters, but Lumis and Umbra have been absolutely decimated in this one. Oh, well, it wouldn't have mattered even if they did attack, because XE tank cannons 2400, and there goes that face down card, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway. Even if they did attack with it, they still would have lost this turn. Is it Spherus Lady that was down? Yeah, it would have been 1400 attack. Would have been back down to 400. They would have lost 2,000 points. They would have lost regardless if they destroyed one of Kaiba's monsters. And there it is. Grappler gets the last of the points, and Kaiba picks up a very convincing second round win. Life points didn't even get touched. Kaiba is not taking this one easy. Kaiba will set up. We'll go from his perspective in the last round. Hopefully we don't do a misclick on the starting combatants on this time. Alright, rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Kaiba will go first in the third and final match for the Battle City season point, of which Kaiba is very, very highly ranked. Lumis and Umbra, however, are not, so be a bit of a shock if Lumis and Umbra actually got the win here. So Kaiba has started off with Upstart Goblin, which is somewhat of a replacement for Pot of Greed. And down goes X-Head Cannon. So Kaiba's got cost down. If he draws a Blue Eyes, he only will need to tribute one monster. He's got Lord of D as well. Always a dangerous card for Kaiba, Lord of D. If you can get a Flute of Summoning Dragon. Alright, what have Lumis and Umbra got in response to Kaiba's X-Head Cannon? A face down defense. And to their end phase. Draw phase. Oh, Lajin, the Mystical Genie. Fantastic draw. 2 1800s now on the field for Kaiba. And this is very bad news for Lumis and Umbra. What have they got for defense? It is the Masked Sorcerer. And I tell you what, 1800 points off. Lumis and Umbra have got to get something quick, otherwise they're going to be very quickly overwhelmed. Alright, draw for Lumis and Umbra. What have they got? They go with another face down defense. And just to the end phase again. They may have bricked their hand again. There's Blade Knight. So Blade Knight's a 1600. Can get that to 2000 if you've got one or less cards in your hand. Oh, and it looks like Kaiba might be setting these magic cards so he can increase the strength of Blade Knight. So Blade Knight now at 2000. And this is going to be very, very tough for Lumis and Umbra. It's Jiaogan the Spiritualist. Good card, but only if your opponent has special summon monsters on the field. And this is getting from bad to worse for Lumis and Umbra. I do not think that they are gonna... They may not even get through next turn. They need a Dark Hole or something. And we can't see their hand in this one, but they've got 6 cards in hand. And they literally have not done a thing. Okay, there's Bait Doll, which aimed at polymerization, so Bait Doll did nothing. Another face down spell or trap. And, oh, Mask of Remnants. again, does nothing. There's Melchard, the four-faced beast, and Dark Energy. So that's only going to get it to 1800, which still, that won't be enough to do anything. Alright, Lumis and Umbra go in for an attack and wipe their own monster out. They obviously have nothing else. They've drawn a bit of a brick, it would seem. Kaiba has just drawn Silent Doom. Oh, and there's Mask of Restrict. Now, Lumis and Umbra just played that down. That's why they couldn't activate it last turn. But Mask of Restrict will stop special summoning. No, it won't. Tribute summons. Mask of Restrict stops tribute summons, so it can block rituals. It can block a Blue Eyes White Dragon, but look at that. That is an absolutely convincing victory for Kaiba. Lumis and Umbra were never in this match after that first round. They got a lucky one against Kaiba, but then Kaiba was like, alright, enough playing around. And they have just absolutely slaughtered Lumis and Umbra. Kaiba picks up another season point. We've also got the Gravekeepers and Chaz playing their duels for their Duelist Kingdom runs as well coming up after this one. So thanks everyone for tuning in. And thanks for leaving all the comments as well. Wherever you are in the world, stay safe, take care, farewell.